Welcome to Straight from the Muzzle, folks, where we're anything but straight. My name is Space.
And I'm Kira Stowe.
And we welcome you to our episode, which is about what today?
Today we are talking about aspirational fursonas.
I thought you were going to say, we're talking about ass.
We're talking about ass today. Everybody, we're talking about
aspirational sonas.
And we have a very special guest who's near and dear to my heart, who's been my friend for a good long while. This is Tay, aka Teytrium. Say hi.
Hello.
Tay.
Hi.
We were planning notes for this episode, me and Space, and I was thinking back to a lot of examples of like folks I knew who had aspirational personas. And I guess that brings us to our first point here, which is the difference between an aspirational persona and a base persona. I think this is something we talked about, a few times here and there on the show, but it's just something that comes up in the fandom a lot where sometimes folks have a persona. Now, this is an example that I can give for me. That's just kind of like them as a critter or creature that represents them, is pretty much a one-to-one of them in real life. But then some people have a persona who maybe isn't a lot like them in real life. Maybe they're a bit more bombastic, maybe, it could be mental, physical, what have you. But the reason I thought of Tay is Tay has kind of been both. Tay has been both an aspirational and sort of now a base persona. And we'll get into more of that.
Wait, you went from aspirational to base?
Well, Tay, I would argue it went from Tay being an aspirational persona to you just becoming Tay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So say a little bit more about that.
Well, I mean, if we think about Tay in the beginning, it was just like, oh, this is my persona that I use online. And, oh, they're so cool. They're a lot cooler than me. And now it's just like, oh, this thing, we're just kind of the same at this point.
One and the same.
I mean, the last ref sheet, you've seen it. I've changed her kind of to be more like me. And that's crazy to think about.
Yeah, for sure.
I like to think if it's like a base like fursona is almost like choosing like a base Pokemon to get you started in the Poke world, So everyone chooses like a fox, a wolf, I don't know what else out there. It's like the first two things that pop into my mind.
Oh, no. She was a wolf. She was a wolf. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my first persona was a lynx mixed with a wolf.
Lynx?
Yeah, she was a lynx wolf.
What?
She was very
two
ugly.
Different species right there. That's
it
cat
was a hybrid.
And then A9. What?
It's an OG hybrid.
That's cool though.
It was very 12-year-old girl. Very anime 12-year-old girl character. But now it's just like, this is me, but I have ears and a tail. Like, her hair is pretty similar to mine. I draw her in my clothes. Like, I draw her with my stuff. She's me. But Space, like, I know we were talking about this, and you started out as a dog.
Yeah. So,
lore drop.
I started off as a husky, just straight up husky. And then it kind of transitioned into like a husky wolf for a while. And then from there, it transitioned into like a husky wolf bear. And then it was just a husky bear. And now it's just straight up polar bear. So,
now you're Bear.
And now I'm just bear. I'm just a little bear.
You will bear.
A little bear. And I feel like Space has your hair. Space has your personality.
Yeah. So my character now fully encompasses exactly who I am and what I look like now. So I am, I'm a 6 foot guy, 6'4". I am a little heavier set, but it kind of works because polar bears and bears in general are fat.
To keep you warm in the winter months.
Yeah, I think I started to incorporate more of my personality into my fursona as I started to realize that maybe the fursona I had before isn't what I wanted to represent myself in the fandom today.
Right.
And I kind of wonder, like, I'd love to know, maybe it's on the First Science, maybe they've done this, but it'd be really interesting to know how many people pick a base fursona first, as opposed to those who actually do create around themselves.
Yeah, I've heard it also called like a true sona. Some people will have like a fursona because a lot of people too in the fandom who want to fursuit, it can be, expensive to commission a maker to make your character. So a lot of folks buy a pre-made and then just make that pre-made their fursona, which in
Oh.
theory could change and like be their true sona in time. But I feel like it takes a little while for people to really come into their own and embrace their fursona, even if it's not 100% like them originally. But
And there's like no wrong or right way to create a fursona either. We don't want our listeners to think that choosing a base sona is the wrong way to do it. It's
Right.
not. You have to start somewhere.
It's a jumping off point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Some people pick a fursona and then they create qualities that they wish they had that they don't have themselves. So you might have someone who is, I don't want to say a loner, but someone who's quiet and not very outgoing, but then their fursona is this bright, charismatic type of a personality that they wish they were, but they aren't. And so you get people like that. And you get other people who have fursonas that are super muscly and all their artwork is based off of just the physical aspect of it, but they themselves are not very physical. So you get things like that. And then you get people who create a fursona totally based off of themselves.
Right.
So there's a lot of different ways people do it.
My fursona started as a true sona, and then so many people, wanted to draw me as her because they were like, well, this is like the way that I see you. And I just really like embraced it because it was so nice to see art that people did of me that was like, oh, that's just me. And I guess I feel like that's when I truly was a furry. So Tay, here's a loaded question. How long have you been a furry officially?
Probably about maybe 18 years, I think.
That's
Damn.
so cool. Yeah. Tay is an OG.
If my math is right, it's maybe 2012. Yeah, because it was probably freshman year of high school. I kind of just stumbled in it because of the porn and
Yeah, the
found the
porn.
community around it. And it's like, well, how do I get involved in this? I just make my own furry persona thing. I'll jump in, see what happens. And here I am.
And here
I guess.
you are.
Now, all my friends are furries. I don't think I really have any normies that are my friends. It's kind of crazy.
Tay
love
has a hat.
porn.
Tay has a hat
Oh,
of
I
her
did it.
persona that she like wears 24/7.
Oh, yeah. The snapbacks that no one can picture me not wearing.
Yep. I just drew you in one actually. You're part of your identity. But yeah, I feel like Tay is like a spirit animal that truly became you. It was a really cool thing to see. And I've only known you for a few years, but
What is your fursona currently now? What's the species?
describe Tay.
Describe Tay. I mean, just a dumb, thick saber tooth that's just me at this point.
So
Nice.
green.
So green. Eyesore green.
Eyesore
Hard to look
green.
at, and I love her so much.
But she started as a scene queen.
Scene queen.
A little bit of a scene queen, you must admit. Still a bit
Kind
of a scene
of.
queen.
I mean, the green has always been there. The gray was black, but, it's gray now.
Oh, that's true. She is
Colors
mostly
work
gray.
so well. Did you always start off as a saber tooth, or did you start off with something else?
No, my jumping off point definitely was just being the wolf kid and being the cringiest one. Like, oh, well, so this is my fursona Teytrium, which I found that name by just throwing a bunch of crap together and trying to Google it and have nothing come up. Like, perfect. I'm so original. Oh, God, I'm really not going to be able to listen to this episode to hear myself say that.
That's
No,
all.
but you
It's just
are
a
the
big
OG.
buff wolf, like, and I have wings, and it's this big alpha, like, oh my God, shut up.
Very
That's
high school,
hilarious.
though.
It really was. I mean, it was freshman year, so yes, very high school.
Part of the growing experience.
Do you still have artwork of your first?
Oh my God.
I looked for it for a long time the other day.
I tried so
scoured for
hard.
Affinity.
I think there was only one picture ever of the wolf Tay, and it was somebody who did a free doodle of me on furnation.com.
Fur Nation.
Yup. Oh, man.
I had to go digging for mine too. I had to like really figure out where I put it in my scraps on For Affinity, but I couldn't figure out where it was. And I know I have more art somewhere. I just don't know. Maybe like on a laptop that no longer works. But
It's so sad to lose that stuff. It's like losing part of yourself. It's like, oh, there it goes.
it's okay. I don't really care.
I don't wish to see it. I wish to look at it once to go, oh yeah, that does exist, and that can just into the void it goes.
Yeah.
Well, if I look at the one that I sent Kira, the very first one,
Oh yeah, the dog.
if I look at it and I were to say that's what space was when I first started, it is nothing compared to what I would have in mind now for myself.
Right.
It's the complete opposite. It's like on the other end of the spectrum. It makes absolutely no sense.
Which is so funny. Like, to bring the psychology into it, like, I wonder why that is. Is it because when we first start out, maybe we're younger, more naive, trying to find that part of ourselves that, you know, the fandom could help us find? I think that a lot of different people do have different experiences, but that's a common thread that I tend to hear over and over again. Like, in the beginning, I was a bit, you know, more unsure of myself.
I think going off of that, when we first join the fandom or when we find that it's a really accepting place, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like part of the psyche is in order to feel accepted, I got to be something like everyone else. So
Right.
they choose something that is the most popular so they feel like they can fit it and blend in. Now, do they stick with that forever? Some people might. But in this particular topic that we're talking about, it doesn't always fit the bill. So
Yeah.
for you, Tay, when you first found the fandom, that wolf that you were talking about, what was the reason behind picking that specific species?
Oh, well, let's just keep digging into that cringe.
You're welcome.
My favorite anime at the time was definitely Wolf's Rain, and I can probably, I could blame that for why I'm a furry, why I kind of started dipping into it. But, you know, I'm just the wolf kid. I had wolf statues and wolf shirts. Oh, I go to the zoo. I want to see the wolves. It's just, that was ingrained. And it's like, let's just start there and not even start there. I'm just going to pick that and we'll see what happens. And boy, a lot happened.
And then you kept going.
Yes.
How many times have you changed your fursona,
Ooh.
would you say?
Like massively, maybe 3 every once in a while. Like every couple years, I'll tweak something here and there. I just got a new ref sheet like a couple months ago, like get some last minute changes. Like, all right, this is updated for 2026 and we'll see and how long it takes before I'm like, I don't like that. Let's change this and this and this. But at the core, it's still her.
I feel like people have asked me like, have you gotten a tattoo? Why haven't you gotten a tattoo? And I'm like, because my opinion changes so much on certain things. And I'm like, if I got a tattoo of my fursona, I'd hate it probably in like
it
a
would
year,
change.
and it would need to change. So the only time I would ever get a tattoo is like if I got one of those that not a lick and stick, but you basically stick it on and then it like stays on your skin for like 30 days and then it goes away.
Oh, a little temporary tat. That would be
Yeah.
a good merch idea. Everyone can have tattoos of space.
Lick and stick. I mean, that would be such a cool thing to have.
They can be tramp stamps.
Yeah.
Space tramp stamps? Oh, all right then. Okay.
I would get space. Get your straight from the muzzle tramp stamps.
How
At select conventions in your area.
How funny would that be? It would have to be like in the NSFW, like behind the curtain thing, and we literally have like a big rubber stamp that we stamp, and then we say bend over, and then we stamp
Bend over.
Oh, man.
It just says tramp stamp. That's all it is. You know, you just get your tramp stamp from us.
Or it just says tramp, and
Yeah,
we are the ones who will be doing the stamping.
You're getting too many ideas. You're going to be drawing as soon as you're done with the thumbnail. Like,
I'll be making a new design.
Tramp stamping, yeah.
So, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Who changed first, you or your fursona?
Oh, definitely the fursona.
And what changed about Tay? What were the first changes that you made that were like big ones for you?
I feel like obviously the biggest one was I've had enough wolf in my life. It's like everything. Why don't I do something different? And just kind of, for some reason, feline. I'm a big cat anyway. Antisocial. I like naps, but something about probably Ice Age, because I really liked Ice Age. Just Sabretooth are cool. Let's go with that. And I mean, we changed the gender as well. Like, well, you know, why don't we play around with this? This seems fun.
Yeah, let's get into that. Let's get into that a little bit. So you changed Tay's gender first.
Before you changed yours?
Oh, yes. Probably a long time before I changed mine.
That's fascinating, because it's usually the other way around.
Yeah, did you ever did it ever cross your mind like, hey, this is cool, this makes me feel a certain way, etc.? Or were you just like, I'm just going to not think about that for many, many, many years?
Listen, I was a repressed high school male. Of course I repressed the ever-living hell out of that, because I'm sure my thought was, well, if I commission art, I get to do it of my hot saber tooth. That makes you feel weird. Well, let's bottle that up and move on.
Yeah, I think a lot of folks, there's a very high percentage of people in the fandom who are trans and who have talked about their trans experiences, a lot of them stemming from like changing their persona first. And I think maybe it's because like the persona is a vessel that allows people to kind of mess with stuff like that, like give things a try and see how they feel.
It's a safe stepping stone that's not exactly seen by everyone. You don't have to risk like being ridiculed for it, because who's going to see it? It's just something you hide behind online. No one knows it's you except you.
Exactly.
That is so true.
So Tay got feminized, sissified, bimbified, etc.
Did you say bimbified?
Yeah, bimbified.
I mean, you ain't wrong. I think you've probably seen the first femme picture of Tay, and that wasn't even by choice. That an ex drew that, and it's like, this is hot. I'm like, yeah, it is. Again,
Yeah.
weird. All right, let's move on.
Oh my
That's
God, you
interesting.
found. How the fuck did you find that, Space?
Trust me, girl, I can find anything.
Space just found an extremely old account of mine and an extremely old picture of my persona.
So I was looking
in
through
my
her art to
scroll.
see if I can find you. Are you on Fur Affinity as well?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Tay is on Fur Affinity.
Click at your own risk. Do what you want.
Spell me your name so I can find this stuff.
Teytrium.
The
See,
one
now
and only.
now the Google search results is loaded with shit that I've done.
There we go. Yeah. Look at this fun stuff. Okay, I'm clicking on here. I want to see all your fun art. Snooping on stuff.
Yeah, Tay has a lot of good art.
God, thank God I have no shame.
Thank God. Do you feel like Tay's personality ever changed, or just sort of like the aesthetic?
I feel for like the most of it, it was just the aesthetic, because it was definitely like, I always pictured her as this goth queen.
Yeah.
God, that hurts to say out loud.
She is though.
Well, yeah, because I mean, I was a welfare kid. I wasn't going to be going to Hot Topic buying the cool things. So it's like, well, I'll put it on her. That's free.
Yeah, your cat sure can. Your green cat sure can.
Oh, she could do anything she wants, and pretty much ruled my life because of it.
So you feel like the personality stayed relatively the same. But our next question would be, do you feel like that reflected in yourself? And do you feel like, my question for you is a little more specifically, do you feel like you subconsciously or consciously realized like when things first started happening, like when you were like, I'd like to, start making changes in my life? Did you connect it to your persona, or were you just kind of freeballing it?
I mean, for the longest time, my wife Mally, she kept saying, like, at the time we were dating, like, are you sure you're not trans? Are you sure you're not trans? She's like, no, it can't. Nah, we don't need to broach that subject. Just bury that thought. And it definitely ate at me for a good bit of time, and then I finally said, screw it. Yeah, you know what? I think I am. I kind of lean on Tay as such a heavy crutch, and then I kind of got to the point of accepting, well, transitioning sounds scary. I don't know what the changes will be. Nothing's guaranteed in it, so she will be my vessel for transitioning. I will live through her to kind of get that euphoria that I see.
That's interesting.
That is interesting. Do you feel like that brought you closer to your persona or kind of drew you away? This is a bold question, but did you ever feel like jealous?
Oh, are you kidding me? You're looking at my ref sheet. I'm still jealous of her.
But I don't know. I think a lot of furs are jealous of their Sona.
They get to do whatever they want and, be whoever they want to be.
The fursona is basically everything that we can't be in real life, essentially. I mean, we can if we have the courage to do it. Not everyone has the courage to make that step and make the change or to incorporate part of their fursona into their actual life. That's why it's interesting that the change happened in your fursona first before you decided this is the change that I want for myself. Because usually it's the other way around. Usually people are changing themselves and then they change their fursona. So it's really interesting to kind of see it, flipped around a little bit.
Well, that 100% was the stubborn male in me of just, I don't need to pursue this. I have my own way of doing it, and we don't need to think about it. But at a certain point, you just it got low enough that it's like, well, I can't get any lower. I may as well change. So much for Tay being like the vessel to get me what I need. I'm just going to be her at this point.
Yeah, and that includes, dare I spoil it, but I think the thing with your name, not to dox you or anything, but your legal name is now Tay. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I always hated my normal name, and the whole fun about most of my friends knowing me from the fandom is they only ever called me Tay because no one's going to say Teytrium. So I got so used to that, and it's like, I really like hearing that. So why don't I just legally change it?
And we're not going to ask you about your dead name because
No, of
that's not
course
the
not.
purpose here. So that brings up, I'm sure, emotions that you just don't want to go for. So we don't want to put that pressure on you.
No, absolutely. But it's just so cool. Like you really not just transitioned, but like you transitioned into your persona. It's probably the most textbook aspirational persona example. And that's why I was like, Tay would be a perfect guest because that's truly your experience.
Well, yeah, I just kept constantly changing her in ways that I would preferably like to see for myself. And then one day it's like, nah, I'm going to start catching up to her. It's my turn.
Yeah. Yeah. And you did.
How's your
Getting there.
Has your persona helped you out in real life situations? Maybe like confidence, like maybe you were having a tough time and you're thinking, you know what? She can do this. Why can't I do this?
Oh, WWTD, what would Tay do?
Yeah.
I mean, I probably have used that a few times, but personality wise, I never really thought of like the big outgoing one, just the quiet, hot, smoldering one. Well, I'm just introverted as all hell. Like, people are great, but over there,
But from a distance.
yeah.
Do you feel like that now?
I mean,
Do you feel that you're a little bit more outgoing now?
I feel like I'm definitely a lot more outgoing than I used to be, but I could probably blame most of that on the estrogen. But then again, that's Tay's fault, so I guess it kind of rolls back anyway.
I feel like you're more comfortable too. I feel like even when we first met, you'd be like, I don't want to bother anybody. I don't want to like talk about, my life. My life is boring, blah, 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 blah. But then, I don't know, I'm very inquisitive. And I feel like I asked you more and more questions as we knew each other. And
Well, I mean, you are a therapist. You're really good
I
at that.
am. Yeah, I like to draw it out of people. It's just so interesting. And I don't know, your story like really stuck with me. I feel like I'm here in this fandom for stories like yours and for like people like you, friends like you. It's inspiring to me to know, people find themselves here and people feel accepted enough here to kind of use it as an experimental means to find themselves in real life as well, and not just, online or through a character, etc.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the first few cons, just kind of experiencing the fandom in person, what it had to offer, and knowing that I could just be like, you know what? I'm a girl now. And
Yeah.
everybody in a room be like, oh, hell yeah, girl. Or it'd be like, actually, this isn't for me. And they'd dap me up, be like, hell yeah, dude, let's do it.
Did you get your fursuit before or after you transitioned?
Before, because I think you've seen the first version of Tay.
Oh, yeah.
So there's two Tays. I got my first fursuit like 6 months after my first convention, because after that it's like, I need this is what I want. I'm going to spend my adult money on this.
Do you remember what feelings came up for you when you like first fursuited as Tay?
Oh my god, I cried.
Really?
I was because I was still working third shifts, and it came like a few hours before I had to go to work, and I had to wait for Mallory to come home because she would kill me if I opened the box without her. And I'm just sitting there like, please, 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 and like, okay, cool, you're home. I need to rip this open, put it on. We took a bunch of pictures, and it clicked. Like, I am wearing a carpet. I'm sweating so much, and I am so happy.
Yeah, your suit's super cute. Very, very cute. And then, I mean, I feel like when we go to conventions, you love to suit.
I mean, unless it's 95 degrees and I'm cranky and we're going to sit back in the hotel and watch Golden Girls instead. But yeah.
Anthrocon would never, ever, ever do that to us.
No.
I can't suit for whatever reason. I have a fursuit, and Kira's like has kind of pretty much knows the story behind it. But I actually had to do. Oh, what's the therapy that you were doing, Kira? That you just
the EMDR.
Yeah, EMDR. So I actually brought my fursuit into therapy, and we did EMDR. And the issue that I was having is when people get into fursuit, they can like become the personality of that fursona that they have or that fursuit, and they come alive. I don't come alive. I feel like I'm in my head and I become reclusive and I become feeling like everyone's looking at me, everyone's judging me kind of a thing. So it's the complete opposite. It's like when I put the fursuit head on, my stress levels go through the roof. And so I had to figure out what was going on. So we did this therapy session and I'm at peace with it now, but I don't feel like I need to fursuit because my personality shines through as a person.
Absolutely.
I don't need a fursuit to show that. And so I never really needed one. So now it kind of just sits on the shelf gathering dust.
It's like a trophy, though, of how far you come. And, you know, this is a question for you, Space, but do you feel like it's harder for you to suit because the suit that you have is more of a true Sona than something aspirational?
Possibly.
If you had, I don't know, if you were a cat and you had to like suit and pretend to be a cat, sort of like a mascot, but if it wasn't really your personality, do you think you'd be more comfortable doing like a performance as opposed to like,
yeah, because I'm not portraying myself. I'm being something else and it's weird. If I was to like put someone else's fursuit on and walk around, I'd be more lively and more engaging.
Or like I'd pretend to be them.
Yeah, but when it comes to me, I don't know, I'm more self-conscious and self-aware. So when I put the fursuit on, for me, it's almost like a negative experience.
You feel like you're looking at yourself.
I feel like I have to perform.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have that feeling. I want to be able just to be me. And being me is what I like. I don't want what am I thinking here? I don't want the expectation to be that if I have a fursuit on, that I have to then project space through the fursuit.
Right. No, it does. It's weird. I kind of feel like I have to be very serious pants all day long. And so the personality, I think when I'm suiting is to be like very silly and like bombastic and loud because I hate being serious. And it's like my least favorite thing in the world because deep down I'd rather just like be silly and kind of be like a clown.
I envy people like that.
I've realized it's kind of like a knee-jerk reaction. Like I try to I'll like give people stickers or like just walk around and I get like very distracted because I'm like waving to everybody frantically and trying to interact. But so I'm like, okay, I guess this is my ideal self, like at my silliest.
Yeah. And I feel like for me, and maybe this is also with you, Tay, as well. I mean, do you feel like you live your fursona now, like just through and through?
I mean, in a way, kind of, because she just kind of, I mean, kind of like what you said when you put your fursuit on. You don't want to feel compelled to just suddenly find all this energy and project as much as possible. I mean, Kira's fursuited with me before.
Yeah.
I am one of those people where it's like, oh, strike a pose, and I have one because I don't know what to do with I've had people pose my body for me because I feel like that's probably a social skill that I never learned, period. So I guess I never really gave it to Tay. I feel much happier in my fursuit, but I'm not going to go sprinting down a hallway, hugging every person I see.
That's me.
Like, oh, they're looking at me. Oh, cool, they're looking at me. Come talk to me? No? Okay, well, I ain't going over there. I'm going to keep moving.
Yeah. Okay,
I'm definitely a hugger. My thing was, unfortunately, terminally, dare I say, I was a theater kid. I did like getting parts that were like comedic and made people laugh. So I think that's just how I feel like the most comfortable. I'd rather put on a show like that and approach people like that I don't know in that way. Maybe also just to be like, hey, I'm friendly, like I'm not weird. Like you can ignore me if you want, but if you want to like say hi or get a picture or a sticker or something, I'm very okay with that. But that's, I feel like that also matches my suit's energy. And like Tay, I would want a picture with you because like you're very like cool and you always wear like a cool jewelry and your fursuit's really beautiful and very cool. And I would just I'd be like, can I get a picture?
Well, she's hard to miss. You spot her immediately.
Yeah, she's very design wise very loud.
She's very loud and green for a special reason.
Very loud and green for a very special reason.
Well, and I bet it's disruptive, which is good because that's kind of nice to have when you have like just a sea of everyone who has like similar colors. And then you get bam, this thing. It's like, okay, you've got my attention. Let's play,
Right. And it's almost like Tay is kind of talking for you, even though you're not doing the talking. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like
her design is saying enough.
It's loud, so maybe this personality is loud, when in reality, it's the polar opposite.
Right?
I am such an old person at heart. It's like, it's painful sometimes.
Like, I get that. I totally get that. Like, okay, people who probably listen to this show think this is how Space sounds, and he sounds energetic and fun and, mingles with people. But in reality, like when I go to a convention, I'm very calm, kept, and quiet, and I keep to myself. I'm more of like an observer and a watcher than I am like a participator and an outgoer kind of a person. So it's the complete opposite. I think I find safety behind closed doors or behind like the monitor. And then in person, I'm just like, I don't know if I can do this kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
Stage fright.
Yeah, it is.
It really is a
Serious
performance.
stage fright. Yeah.
But then a lot
So we
of
would
people
just get
like to
along really good at
say-
conventions then, Your friends would bring you, my friends would bring me, and we'd be like, you don't want to be here? Not really. How's your day going? And
Yeah.
that's
exactly how it is. But here's the thing though. So while I'm calm and quiet and I kind of keep to myself, I find myself coming alive when I want to take pictures of fursuiters. And so it's because I like to create these moments. So whenever fursuiters walk by, I try to grab just a bunch of them all at the same time, even if they don't know who they are, like they're not friends with each other. And I do direct them on how to pose. I'll be like, all right, give me like a scary, obviously you can't like furrow your eyebrows in fursuit, right? Because everything's stationary, but you can move like your arms around and kind of be positioned in a way that does convey like anger, excitement. Like show me your strong side kind of thing. And then I'll go in, then I'll be like, okay, hold on, let me just do this and this. Okay, here we go. And I myself, I'm not a photographer, but I've always enjoyed being able to kind of like, not say dictate, but tell people what to do kind of a thing. I like to call them out. Like I remember when I was at MFF one year and I was taking pictures of fursuiters and I kept adding them and adding them and adding them. And eventually I had this like group of like 30 people and someone's like, you got to let people through. And I'm like, no, I want to add more. I'm like, you get over here. And so I was like yelling at people because, it's hard for like a fursuiter to hear over all the like general noise going on in the hallway. There's a lot going on. So I'm like calling and directing. I'm like, all right, break. You guys are all fun. Thank you for doing that. And then I just let them all go. But it was a lot of fun. So I have more fun like interacting with fursuiters not in fursuit as opposed to being in fursuit.
I feel like your status as like the guy who takes the photos though is so crucial in like the convention space ecosystem because I'm looking for people like you to interact with the fursuiters and just kind of pump folks up, but maybe not necessarily to like take fursuit photos together. It's just like, hey, you guys are cute. Let's do a photo shoot, things like that.
And then you get to find pictures of yourself later, like the vain little person we all are. Like, ooh, there I am. Where am I?
Oh yeah, where am I?
I'm so bad at that. I'll take pictures, but I never like. I need to take pictures of people's badges afterwards, so I know who they are. Because I'll post them. Maybe like, if anyone knows who these are, let me know. Sorry.
Space, do you know about FurTrack?
No.
Oh my God, FurTrack is awesome. This is a side tangent, but it's a website. You should all go and use it. It's so cool. It literally tracks fursuit pictures, like really nice ones. So if you have a fursuit, you can add yourself to FurTrack and like put your own username and just like be like, this is the name of my fursuit. Here's who made it. And then anytime someone's looking for you, they can look under tags. So it can be like, for me, it would be like mustelid, pink nose, and like my suit would come up and you could see who made it and this and that. So some of you might have a FurTrack. Yeah, you like a lot of people probably have a FurTrack and don't even know they have one, like already got uploaded, but you might have pictures that are under like anonymous and you have to go and claim them. So it's a really cool way to find like suits that you like too. Or,
I think you and Little started my tag.
I did. I did because I love FurTrack so much. It's a great tool.
I'm not in pictures though. I only have very little pictures. I don't think anyone's ever asked for my picture at a convention. So,
but if you have pictures of other fursuiters and you upload them to FurTrack, then you're doing a great service to the world at large.
Whenever I go to conventions, I always take like hundreds of pictures and then I just mass upload them like every day so everyone can see what I've done.
Oh.
Yeah.
God, I take one picture of something dumb and now my therapist says if you don't take pictures of fursuits to show me, I'm going to be very upset with you.
You must.
I don't take as lot of pictures anymore, though. I've kind of like, I don't want to say it's me getting older and just enjoying the moment, but I really just want to embrace the moment. I don't want to have to every second to take a picture because everyone has their camera out all the
I
time.
well, when you say camera, I mean, yeah, a lot of people do bring like professional cameras. I bought like this camera that takes photos like those disposable ones do.
Oh, the cursed
Oh,
crappy
Yes.
camera? I love that
yes,
thing.
the curse. I have a lot of pictures of your feet on that camera.
Oh my God. Why are
That's
there so
your
many
fault.
pictures of my feet?
It's
Like
you
real
talking
feet or
about.
feet paws?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
What?
The answer to that is a little
You
bit of
can't
this, a
just
little
leave
bit of
the
that.
answer like that. That's
I'll send you some pictures I took on that camera later. We went to a cabin and I
Oh, she'll
brought
send
it.
you feet pics later. It's fine.
oh my
I'll
god.
send, yeah, don't worry. I'll send you my feet. I'll send you Tay's feet. You get everyone's feet.
What the
Everyone's feet.
hell?
Oh man,
It's gonna be really good to take to
camera,
conventions
that
though.
camera needs to be taken away from all of us.
I'm taking it to Anthro, Ohio. We need it.
You get
Yes.
yourself like a Polaroid. That would be
Yeah, the
so cool.
Polaroids are just so expensive because like so Little has a Polaroid like printer, so he just
Yeah.
prints the pictures off his phone and he has like little Polaroids. So
But
that's an option too.
that's what someone needs to do, right? They need to get a Polaroid camera and take pictures of fursuit like feet and then sell it at their booth and be like, I only got one of these. This is
Rare,
Telephone's foot and
rare
it's $30.
pick.
Oh, it's
would
just the
spend-
feet pick guy in the artist alley.
That's all it is. Yeah, it's just you walk up there and be like, "That's my fursuit foot."
Well, you can
Like,
buy it.
You can buy it for $50.
I would spend good money on Telephone's feet. I do not put that in the episode. Just kidding, you probably should. Just
Oh
kidding.
my
You probably
God.
should. Okay. So
Anyways,
yeah, back to Serious Town. Yeah, we talked a little bit about this too. Like it's all, fine and dandy to have this aspirational persona or have, something that's more akin to like the person you are in the day to day, but there's definitely a risk of feeling some pressure over, am I not enough in person? Am I not enough in fursuit? What does that look like? Things like that.
I'm gonna send a picture to you, and you can share this with Tay.
Yes, please. It would be my
It's
greatest pleasure.
I have Telegram open on my other monitor, so I can see it.
Do we have a
monitor.
chat? Do we have a group chat?
No, we don't actually. I can make one though.
Oh, I'm like, I didn't realize we had one.
Oh no, I just assumed Kira would send it to me on Telegram.
Okay. Yeah.
Discord is now behind my waveforms, but Telegram is still on my other monitor.
Oh yeah. Okay, let me forward this to Tay. I'm the overseer. That picture is so cute.
Oh
It makes me
God, I
sick.
just want to hug it so bad.
It's so cute. You look like a stuffed animal. You're so cute.
So that sweater that says "I am Kenough" because it's from Barbie. That's a quintessential piece of my persona today because I find myself a lot of the time, even outside of the podcast, feeling that I'm not enough and I don't meet up to the standards of the fandom or like life in general. So the sweater is just a subtle reminder that I am enough, and I look at it all the time, and I always have to remind myself it's okay to be where you are now. You're enough in the fandom, whether you believe it or not, kind of a thing.
100%. I think that the fandom can sometimes set unrealistic expectations, and that's a society problem as a whole, but it doesn't mean we can't talk about it in fandom spaces, which are supposed to bring comfort to people and instead can sometimes really bring people down. Like something that, and this is somewhat vulnerable, but I found old art of my Sona semi recently. I was like, oh my God, I used to draw her so thin like when I was younger, and I haven't really fluctuated my weight that much, but I was just like, wow, yeah, I used to, she really didn't look like me, and now she does, and that just makes me happy. And now every time I get a new ref, I'm like, make her fatter, make her even fatter.
Yeah, add some layers to it.
Yeah, make her chunky. But every time I do it, I'm happier about it. So I'm like, yeah, that does look like me. Aw.
Well, because it
yeah,
does.
It does.
I did the exact same thing. Like some of the first pictures of Tay, it's just like snatched.
Yep,
and now it's like, look at this tubby bitch. I love her so much.
It makes me like her more and more.
Well, of course, the belly out just for you. I knew you'd enjoy that on the ref sheet.
Oh, absolutely. No, that was genius. It made me do it too.
It's just Bug being genius.
A question for you, Tay, but it's also a question for you, Kira, as well, whoever wants to answer first. Do you or have you felt social or personal pressure to live up to your persona today?
Oh, dang.
Today? I don't even think so. Because at this point, she's going to have to start living up to me. And that's awesome.
I love that answer. I feel like because more of that pressure, I think for me comes from like the fact that I made my own fursuit, and sometimes I'll look at it and I'll be like, I should have done it like this, or like I should have messed with it like this, and because I made it, I'm the character, like it's all me. I feel like I could do better, but I try to spin that into more of like a positive, aspiration. Like one day I will rebuild this fursuit and it will look better, but for now, I will not do that. I put in a quote, or like I received a quote from a maker. It was Freckled Cat Creations, who makes amazing mustelids, just really good stoat and weasel fursuits, and other such things. But then I was like, I think I would want to remake her because I do want to make more fursuits. And I think it's, important for it to be made by me. Maybe that's just me being stubborn, but I recently commissioned somebody to do a new ref for my Sona, and that was something I never thought I'd do. I was always like, nope, I have to draw it, I have to do this. But I've been in the fandom for a long time, and as I've gotten older, I've had less time to draw because I work full time and I'm not
Yeah.
just in school anymore and have summers off and this and that. So now I'm like, now I can, support my friends financially with the amazing art and work that they do. And I can enjoy being a furry sort of in a different way. So I can see both sides of it, of like commissioning other folks to bring your character, yourself to life. The other thing too is like if it's my character that represents me and it is aspirational, I would want art of that character to embody me in some way. And as I've gotten older, I've tried to like seek out artists that have my vibe, I guess. And Tay, you've done the same for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean at this point I commissioned the same handful of people because they know me, I know them, I know how they mesh, and half the time I just have to say, "Hey, I need art," and they'll send me a whip like, "We're this is what you're looking for?" Like, "Oh, my
Right.
bad." Oh man.
Yeah, there's like a handful of people that I go to for art, like when I want to just get commissions of myself, because I know that they know what I want. And I don't have to like, okay, this is my fursona. He's thicker, make him like this. I don't even have to do that. I just have to go to like, for instance, Deer Dog. You just go to Deer Dog and be like, this is what I want, play with it. And then she just comes
Right.
back with something amazing. She knows. I mean, she designed my most recent ref sheet. So it works perfectly because she already knows what I want. So
And I
nice.
think we can lose a bit of, the fun in the whole thing by being a little too rigid. Like there are times where I almost wonder if I should update my Sona more, but like she really hasn't changed. I think she's gotten one additional color in the past 15 years, which is crazy to think.
I think if I had to change something, but it like okay, if looking at it from like a color perspective, I don't think it would work because of it would blend too well. Is the like the toe beans and the hand beans? I
Hmm.
think I'd like them to be like a starry sky. But
Oh, that would be so
Oh,
the problem
cute.
is I already have blue and black colors, so that doesn't really mesh well. I could probably change it to maybe like a pink starry sky. That might work.
Or like a
Or
light
pink
blue.
or pink
You should look
sparkles.
up like maybe like baby blanket patterns and see if there's any that would be good because usually they're pretty simple.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you could find like a plush pattern. That reminds me of like a lot of people with plush styled characters or suits do that. And I have to wonder too, I wonder if people who like have species that don't exist, I think that the species aspect plays into it a lot too. Because like Tay, you said, like you are very cat-like in personality. You like your naps.
I like my naps, introverted, but at the same time, big teeth. So why not be an extinct creature?
Why
You're
not?
loyal to the people that you're close with, but with other folks, you're like,
You
so.
just described my entire con experience. I don't go out and
Yeah,
seek people. Oh, there's my friends. Perfect. I'm going to hang out with you the entire weekend.
yeah. I feel like a big reason I chose a stoat in the first place. I remember this because, like I said, I used to be a wolf and a lynx combined. But then I was like, what would actually be me? And I looked up, in my local area, mammals that live, natively, and I saw a stoat, and I was like, that is the cutest goddamn thing. And I looked them up, and I found out that they are the smallest carnivores that are mammals. And I was like, that's so cool that they're like
What do they
ferocious. They
eat?
can they can eat rabbits, which are like 4 times their size.
What?
Yeah, they
Oh
do.
no, watch out, Echo.
What's that?
Oh no.
We weasels do like a dance to hypnotize their prey as well. They like weird out the rabbit because they like bounce up and down and freak them out, and then they get them. And I was like, that's so me. Like I don't know, they just boogie to eat. They're silly. They're very silly. They're very like quick and weird. They're me. Like,
Yeah, you just described the Kira I know.
yeah, exactly.
And I think of that. The first thing that comes to my head, like, because it eats like something that's way bigger than its body, is like, have you ever seen videos of seagulls eat like animals that are way too big and
Oh,
they're like
yeah.
trying to like swallow it? And I'm like, what the hell?
It looks like that.
What is wrong with like the animal kingdom?
I want it to be something small but ferocious. I want it to be an underdog a little bit, I think. I don't really see myself because I'm short. I'm 5'3" on a good day. So I was like, I want to be small, but I want to be ferocious. And that fit the bill pretty well, and I've been a stoat ever since.
There's if I think about my fursona right now, which is interesting, when you look at him, would you assume that it's a polar bear, or would you just say that it's a bear species?
I definitely wouldn't think that you're like a panda bear, but like, I don't know, you're not giving grizzly bear. You're not giving, I don't know. I feel like the space thing kind of plays into like an Aurora Arctic thing, which is why I feel like it works, but maybe that's just my brain.
So as I've been finding more and more that there are other like people out there that have polar bear fursonas, but they're all the same. They're all white. There's like
Yeah,
no like distinct difference, like, oh, maybe they wear a hat or they wear a scarf. That's about it. But there's like no color like variations. And it's interesting because if I look at other like species like saber tooths, wild colors, like
oh yeah.
across the board. I'm like,
Foxes, wolves, etc.
and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, do people not have any like, I don't know, creative thought to maybe put a splash of color on a polar bear? Because I mean, let's be honest, a polar bear is not actually white. A polar bear is actually black.
Right.
The hairs are translucent, and the way the light hits off of it, it's what makes them look white. But if you
Really?
shave
I
them
didn't know
down,
that.
if you shave them down, they're black.
I did not know that at all.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
no, I'm just picturing shaved space and I can't stop.
Oh,
No.
poor Shade Space.
Artists, get on it. I need to see it.
Get
You
on
shave me
that,
down, I look like a
Sparrow.
naked mole rat.
Oh,
But I
poor
mean,
Shade Space.
in a weird way, I think like my fursona, even like where it is now, kind of sticks out from everyone else. And I kind of see that as a good thing, but I also think of it as like a, am I doing something wrong kind of a thing? Because it's like, why isn't anyone else doing this? But it could just be me. And that kind of goes into our next thing here is that do you find yourself comparing your fursona or your species to others and wondering if maybe you should do something different?
I mean, I feel like I did a lot. Definitely in the beginning with the wolf thing. It's like, oh my God, every other person I'm talking to is a wolf. Maybe I should change it up. But now it's, and even me being stubborn, because it's all the saber tooth I see have the tiny little nub tail, which is cute. Don't come for me. But I want this big plush thing that I can hold on to. Because I also thought, well, if I get a fursuit, I definitely want that big thing swinging behind me. So I had to add that. But I mean, no, I mean, even like how you say with your polar bear, just because it has color, it's not a bear, it's a polar bear. Why? Because you say it's a polar bear. It's
Right.
you set the boundaries and the parameters of what it is. And if they can't deal with it because you're not just one white bear with a hat or a beard, well, oh well.
Yeah, if everybody's personas were naturally colored, this would be.
I'm thinking of.
Actually have beards.
I mean, I think there's a polar bear with a beard. I can't remember his name. I've seen him on TikTok. It's the first thing that came to mind.
That's funny.
There's bears out there everywhere. If everyone was a naturally colored version of their species, this would be a very dark and boring world.
But
that's why my nose is hot pink.
Yeah. Well, so if you look at the tongue, that's what's different that I don't see other people doing is bears, I believe, chow chows, and then maybe like one or two other species in the animal kingdom only have purple tongues.
Oh yeah.
Like straight up purple tongues. So that's a thing that I've always liked, and that will be something I will never change because it is true to the species. So I mean, unless you're anal like I am, you're not gonna be like, oh, he's a polar bear because he's got a purple tongue. You know, like
but that's kind of your link to why you chose the species.
Yeah, well,
what traits in a bear do you see? Don't make any gay jokes. It's going to be so hard for you not to. But what traits do you see in a bear that you saw more in yourself than your husky?
I feel like bears are more cuddly. They're more cute. You like want to, you know, it's a ferocious beast, but you want to go up and give it a hug anyways,
right.
kind of a thing. But bears are also known to be like strong, full of courage. They're sassy, kind of a thing. And that's kind of everything that I am. I'm strong when I need to be. I have courage when I have to have it. But I can also be sensitive. I can be a total loaf and just, lounge like they do. Like sometimes you'll see pictures of bears just like totally on their backside and just, holding their little feet. And I'm just like, I can do that. That's exactly
hibernating.
Yeah, like I totally want to hibernate. And you know what? Sometimes I eat like a fat bitch, and that's okay because they do too.
That's okay.
You're bulking up for winter. It's fine. It's fine. It's natural. It's what bears do.
I'm bulking up for winter 24/7.
Hibernation can hit anytime. You're just being prepared. It's fine.
Yeah. And you're
gay. And I'm gay. And you're gay, so yeah. So, and it's I find myself like it's interesting because I find myself I'm cold like all the time, but I prefer the cold more than I do the heat. So, and because polar bears are more drawn to the Arctic and the colder weather, that kind of works hand in hand with me as well.
Yeah.
So there are parts about the species that do align very well with me that I don't feel would align with the husky because huskies are energetic and they're spastic and, oh my God, squirrel, kind of a thing like that. And here I am over here in the corner. I'm just like, I'm a bear, I'll just kind of like walk around. You mess with my kids and my friends, though, I will tear you apart kind of a thing.
Yeah, you're mama bear for sure.
Like full mama bear. But I am not husky at all. Screw that.
Oh, and I just get to be the big cat napping and just kind of the vague threats of please don't make me get up because I will hurt you kind of deal.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to interact with you even if it is kicking your ass. Just leave me alone.
I feel
like everyone in the fandom, I would encourage if any of you out there are listening and are thinking like, my persona is this, but a lot of people have said I'm, this animal or, deep down, I really feel like, I must be this. Give it a try to design a persona around that species. I'm not saying you have to change it. I'm not saying that you're going to like it more. I'm just saying to try it because a lot of people have never tried it. And I don't know. I think it can just be a good like exercise in fandom to be like, well, what's your true persona? Like, what would you actually be?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Actually,
it would be cool if you draw it or have somebody else draw it. Put it in our Telegram chat. We'd love to see it.
Just be a sparkle dog, please. Don't let them die off.
Don't let them die off, please. If you're a sparkle
be cringe,
dog,
be loud.
The coolest person.
Aren't sparkle dogs like the quintessential base fursona though?
Sort of, kind of, but I feel like the people who self-identify as sparkle dogs are very cool. They're like, yeah, I'm cringe. Deal with it. I'm an eyesore. Deal with it.
Hey, I resemble those remarks, okay?
You're a sparkle cat through and through.
Oh, no, that's going to be another commission. Add it to the list.
Add it to the list. Yeah, I feel like commissions have been a good way to figure that out, too. Someone once drew my persona with a second ear piercing, which, like, I never used to draw her with ear piercings at all, because I never used to, like, put stuff in my ears. I only had my lobes done. And then there was a while where I just never wore anything. And so, yeah, someone drew her with two. And I was like, well, that's interesting. I was maybe like 16. I was like, that's very interesting. I went to the mall a week later. I got my second piercing done. And then a few years later, my senior year of high school, I was in Massachusetts on a vacation. I was like, what would be like a good souvenir? And I was like, I know. I saw art of a furry with an industrial piercing. I was like, that is so goddamn cool. I want my persona to have that. So I was like, I can't have my persona have it if I don't have it. So I got it. That's why she has it. And I have it on the same ear.
That's pretty
so
cool.
What you're saying is if your persona gets the tramp stamp, we're going to have a new interesting story.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen people incorporate like their tattoos into their personas.
I incorporate my piercings into mine.
Yeah, I think it's so cool when people do that, like genuinely, where it's just like, yep, this is a 1-to-1. Like, this is what I got.
Just thinking about piercings, I'm like, no. Like, the first thing that came to my mind was, what if space had like nipple piercings? And then I just instinctively grabbed my man boobs, and I'm like, ooh, that sounds like it would hurt really bad.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I mean, they're just nipple piercings. They only hurt for like a year.
Yeah. They're so tender. I mean, it's hard enough when it's cold outside. You get like freaking rock tits, and it rubs against the shirt, on the inside. It's like, cutters. Oh my God. That is something I do. I don't know why I do it. Like, whenever I get scared, the first thing I instinctively do is I grab my boobs.
That's how I find something. I always grab them when I'm looking for something. They help me. I don't know how, but their energy fuels me.
That was very interesting to see the first time in person, and just the explanation of going, yeah, that sounds like Kira.
Yeah, you should try it now that you have them yourself.
Are you kidding me? I've been touching them since they started growing. Like, I'm proud of them.
I'm flicking them
boobs or your
right
nipples?
now.
I mean, I haven't checked, but I hope the nipples aren't growing. That might be a little weird.
Oh my God, can you just imagine if your nipples just grow in size every year? You're like
That's a
pancake
nightmare
nipples
waiting
by
to
the time you
happen.
die.
That's someone's king.
That's a fever dream, but also, yeah, someone's king.
That's someone's king for sure. We should do a poll on our social media. I don't know which would be the one to do it, but I'd love to see a poll of like what changed first, you or your fursona. Like what part did you change? Did your fursona change from you, or did you change from your fursona? I really don't know what the results would be. I feel like if I had to guess, it would be more people became close, like they changed their fursona first and then they became more like their fursona.
I think it's interesting with fursona creation. So I think over time, even if you don't think you're changing your fursona a lot, I think people do change them bit by bit over time, either to match themselves or to match something that they wish they were. But I don't think anyone really has, I mean, I don't want to put myself on the line here, but honestly, I don't know if anyone has ever just said, this is the fursona that I started with, and this is what I'm still am, like 20 years later.
Yeah,
Nothing
I've never
has
met
changed.
anyone
Like,
who's stuck with the exact same.
It's like saying, okay, I am a wolf. I'm a white wolf. That's it. And that's how I've been for for the generation that I've been in here. And I don't know if anyone could ever just say, yeah, I've never like changed it. I feel like people would change their fursona over time and still would improve on it.
I'd give like a 5-year, like if your fursona hasn't changed a little bit in 5 to 10 years, that's pretty surprising. Most people, I feel like, either get a new character or tweak the old one somehow.
Well, and I plan on changing mine, here in the near future, just a little bit.
Yeah.
I have like an obsession with unicorns I've picked up over the last few years. And I really like not the fact that the unicorns are unique. It's just unicorns are mysterious wonders. And I kind of want to add a little unicorn horn to Space's head.
To be majestic.
Yeah. And then, of course, it would my character would then fart rainbows, which would also kind of be like the Squatty Potty unicorn. So it kind of like that would be the reasoning as to why he would fart rainbows, is because he's channeling the potty squatty. The squatty.
That's where your magic comes from. That's so beautiful.
My magic comes from the toilet.
Oh my God! Sounds like my wife can't live without that damn squatty potty. I gave it to her as a gag gift. I want to throw that thing out every day.
I've never used one, but I've always thought, what if?
I hate them. I don't understand it. My body isn't aerodynamic like that.
It just seems really uncomfortable. I've tried like putting my feet up like on the side of the bathtub, because that's usually where the toilets is anyways. And it's so uncomfortable. And I'm like, I don't understand how anyone could just like force himself into a position like that and then just like the poop comes straight out. Like,
it's like an accordion. Like I feel like it's squishing you.
But they're like the most successful like company out there, so obviously something's working.
They're doing something right. Oh my God, I was gonna say something and now I don't remember what it was.
I'm gonna create a toilet space. He's just gonna be a space toilet. It's gonna be a toilet.
Skibidi space.
It's gonna have bare ears, right? And it's just gonna like zoom around.
That's so foul.
It's happening.
I mean, it does sound foul, but the beautiful thing about this fandom is there is a corner that's already doing that right now.
Yeah,
I would
right.
welcome you with open toilet seats.
It's
when he opens up the toilet seat, it's gonna have like a Pee Wee Herman like, hey.
That was amazing. Part of me was gonna say to pickle this, but do not pickle that part of it.
Hey guys, in space. I don't know, something like that.
That would be a beautiful change for your persona. I would support you wholeheartedly. Very wholeheartedly. Do you feel like you're different different personas? Tay, you have a secondary persona.
I do. I needed a little complimentary sheep to be cute with my wife and whatnot.
So you have a matching sheep persona with your wife, who is purple. Your wife is pink.
Did you say matching feet persona?
Matching hoof, actually.
Sheep,
yeah.
Sheep. Okay. I heard feet.
No,
I'm like, are we going back to feet again?
I mean, we can. It all circles back to either my boobs or pictures of my feet that I don't know were
Yep.
taken. It's
Right.
fine.
So true. So true. So true. Yeah, Raven is very, very adorable. When did you make her? Who designed her? Say more.
Well, Raven came about because I wanted a sheep to kind of match my wife to get, more cutesy stuff with her and whatnot. And I had a good friend of mine who sadly is no longer with us. So I can never change Raven. I can never get rid of her because she means so much to me. But I basically just used her for cutesy stuff. And it's cute seeing two of the same species together for some reason, even though I get plenty of art with her and Tay. But it's just like, yeah, I'm sheep today. I'm going to be with you and kind of just match. I mean, even a lot of the markings match up too.
Do you feel like she has a different personality than Tay?
Kind of like dark, broody, witchy was the vibe I wanted to
Yeah,
go with her.
she's
Because
very
basically, I just
witchy.
gave the artist like, I want a sheep. Here's a color scheme, and they said bet, and then threw this together. Like, is this good? Like, oh my god, I love this so much.
And they do match very well. They have like the horns that go behind the ears. Their designs like match up perfectly. They're very cute together.
Yeah, I think Mally went back later and like, hey, can I match some of these markings with Raven so they're more complementary?
Oh, I didn't know that. That's so cute.
Yeah, so it
Oh.
really is just a complimentary Sona for us to get cute stuff together and not, the other stuff in my Furfinity gallery.
So I kind of like that though, because I saw a tweet. This is so terrible, but I did see a tweet a few months ago that was like, I hate when people have like personas, like three couples have personas that don't match. And I was like, damn, like that is rough. But sometimes you do see it. And I think it's cute either way. I like seeing clashing colors and like just people who look so totally random. Like one's a total like scene million color and the other one's just like blue wolf. But at the same time, I think it's adorable that you and your wife have matching characters and get art together. That's so cute.
So when you said the name Raven, I thought immediately of Raven Simone.
Oh my
That's
god.
so Raven.
Oh my god.
So I went into ChatGPT and I'm like, I typed in and I said, what would Raven Simone look like as a sheep? Because I just wanted to know.
It
Actually,
really does look just like her.
it totally does. And that's like what I initially thought. You should share that with Tay.
It's a spitting image.
No, my brain thought was Raven from the Teen Titans, which is where the purple comes from.
Oh.
Very
One
similar
of the
vibes.
top 5 first goth crushes for every 90s kid, I think.
For sure. I recently got a second Sona. I never thought I'd do it, but it was to match my partner's character. I wanted a cat. And so I actually went back originally because I was like, he's very cat-like. I want a cat. I haven't been a cat in a while. And then I was like, oh, the last time I was a cat, I was a lynx. And I liked that the lynx is like bigger than a domestic cat. I wanted something that was bigger. And so now I have a lynx who's just a little, I kind of went the opposite way where I was like, I kind of want her to have some wacky colors. So her hair is supposed to be like, sort of like, you know how some feathers have like different colors depending on which way you're tilting it towards the light?
Mm-hmm.
That's how her hair is supposed to look. And she's like a little more sciencey. She's a little more of my nerdy side. Because I feel like a lot of art I have of like my primary persona is either, from back in high school or college where she's more of a punk, like with the jacket and stuff, or she's like a therapist. And it's just like, it's just me. Like she's very me. I wanted someone to maybe do like more fun art with, or like with test tubes and a lab coat on, or I don't know, just maybe make up more elaborate stories with a little bit more fantastical. So I have her, and then I have a German Shepherd dog, which is the type of dog I had growing up, and I've always wanted a German Shepherd character, and she's really cute. I would love to like try and make a suit of her someday.
Please do. I mean, Kira being your first suit is insane, even though you'll pull pieces of her off and go, look at this. Like, stop doing that. It makes me so uncomfortable. I treat mine like it's the most fragile thing in the world. You're like, hey, look at what I could pull off. Like, stop.
I made it. I can fix it. God damn it. That's how it works. I created her. I can destroy her. I will do what I must. Space, your fursuit does not have the rainbow hair. I noticed semi recently. It like occurred to me. I was like, wait a second. So you must have had your fursuit made before your persona got gayer. Yeah.
Yeah, the fursuit now, well, the fursuit then doesn't match the designs I have now. I'd like to get some like rainbow glasses to put over the fursuit head. But the way that the head is designed, I don't know if glasses would work. So I've never incorporated glasses designs. I'd like to get a new fursuit head done in a different style. I have asked Sparrow if I sent my head back, if she could change out the fur on top so it matches the color that I have now. So that's something I'm in the process of thinking about doing.
And you could put a horn on it.
And I could put a horn on it, yeah.
You could get horny, dare I say.
Yeah. I think the horn would be cool. I think that would really kind of just set me apart. I mean, then I could be a unibear, basically.
How are we going to do the rainbow trail behind you now?
I think you should just fart, like have glitter coming out of your ass all day long at a con. I'm sure they would love that.
So interesting about glitter is that it's a bucket list of mine to do one day, maybe when I'm a little bit more fit, is to do a dance competition. Or enter into the fursuit dance competition. And at the end, I want to have just a pocket of glitter in my fursuit hand where I kind of just punch up and I just release it and glitter goes everywhere.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, it has to shoot out. It would just be so perfect. It would be messy as fuck.
It would be so messy.
I think
you would make so many enemies that day too.
I know, but I'd be you know what? This has to happen. I need to be able to somehow be able to punch my arm into the sky and have confetti just shoot out of it.
They would remember you.
Built into it. Yeah, they would. They would hate me and love me at the same time, and I'd be okay with that.
As a clean freak, I would hate you every time. Oh, look, there's a little piece of space still here 6 years later.
He's lingering.
I'm everywhere.
I'm firmly in camp. Glitter is the devil.
How old is your suit? When did you get it?
Mine?
That goes for both of you, actually. I just realized.
Oh, that is a good question. I'd have to say maybe during the COVID days.
Oh, wow.
And I think 2.0 is 4 years old at this point.
Oh my God. That's frightening.
I mean, time is a flat circle. I try not to think about it, but yeah, that's crazy.
But it keeps coming back to get us.
If I get a 2.0, it's going to have to be done in kimono style because that is my absolute fascination right now. I'd love to get space done as a reference in kimono style just to kind of see what it would look like as opposed to what he looks like now.
Yeah.
I feel like he'd be a little bit more cuter. And I mean, he's cute, but I want to see what he looks like animation style wise.
It wouldn't be hard to get a base and draw over it to see what it would look like.
And I want if I do get a 2.0 and it's a different style, I want big old stompy paws.
Oh yeah.
I want the paws to come up further up on the leg. So it just, I don't know. I have a thing about stompy paws that I really like and I want those. And I don't have stompy paws right now. And I want stompy paws.
I need outdoor paws.
I mean, you could just make the sandals.
Yeah.
I have the sandals for my indoor paws that no one ever sees because the sandals are always on.
My paws are sock paws, so I can't really walk around in them. They're more for show. The beans are squishy and individual, and they're just made like a sock, but they have no support whatsoever. And every step is you're stepping on a stuffed animal because the bottom of them are so puffy. But they're great for pictures.
You should have a sound effect put into each of the little toe beans, so they're clown horns. Honka honka honk as you're walking.
I can just make that noise with my mouth back and forth over and over again.
I try to what the hell is that? Oh, it's Kira. Never mind.
It's me. So, do you both feel like your persona represents who you are or who you want to be? Where on the scale do you fall?
Yes, at this point, yes.
That's a good answer. A bit of both?
I mean, I spent so long trying to catch up with her. And even in the new ref sheet, I gave her a couple of little tweaks. And it's I'm going to get those. Not yet. But that's a called shot.
What did you get her? What's different? I know that you have the one little hair streak.
God, I want that so bad.
It's what do they call it? A raccoon tail. It's a purple streak of hair in the dark hair with the stripes.
It's probably the biggest thing for my dysphoria is my hair, and it's the longest it's ever been now. So I'm afraid to mess with it because who knows how it would grow back, but I want it so bad.
I feel for me, my persona has changed over time dramatically.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like there's still more to come with space. So I think right now, yeah, space is who I am right now. It represents me like 99% of the time. There is change to come, like I said, a possible unicorn horn and other things. But I've also had this idea, instead of just constantly recreating or adding onto space, to have like a spectrum of space. So it's kind of like how you see the multiverse. Space is always present in each one of those like universes, but it's different. So I might not be a bear in the other universe. I might be, I don't know, I can't even think of anything. All the art on my wall is bears. The other ones are wolves. So maybe it will be a wolf. It'll be
The
a space
two
wolf, but it won't be
genders.
like a normal wolf. It'll be like something majestic.
Big wings and devil
unique
horns and flaming
fun.
crown.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Piercing.
I mean, we discussed making the wolf pack,
and
the
magic.
cringiest wolf pack ever, and I'm still 100% on board with that.
Yeah. I
you
also
know, and
feel
then
like people relate to certain animals as kids too, and that definitely does something to your brain chemistry forever. Like once you're a wolf kid, you can't escape that. You're just a wolf kid forever.
It was
I
the
say as a
Animorphs
wolf
that
kid.
changed a lot of brain chemistry for irreparable years.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to make the space spectrum. And it's got to be like a mix of good and cringe.
Good and evil.
Like in the other universe, I am a toilet. You know?
Oh my god! That's going to be taken out of context. That's a good sound.
Yeah.
Oh no! I just thought about it. No, not like that.
No.
That's a little kinky. But yeah, I think like overall, like aspirational fursonas, right? So for some people, it's going to work really well, and for other people, it won't. But that's the great thing about the fandom and about fursonas in general, is that it's creative, like unlimited creativeness. I was trying to think of an ism, but that's not a word. Is there creative ism?
There's
Well, it is now.
Creativism.
Yeah.
Creativism is a word because I made it. So, just like how I coined the phrase celebufur, not popufur.
Celebufur. I love it. That's a higher echelon of popularity.
Popufur sounds so negative, so I just refer to people as celebufurs. It sounds better. It rolls off the tongue so much easier.
It does.
Yeah. Sounds more fancy.
Legit, yeah.
Over time, your fursona will change. It may not be dramatic. It may not be where it started before, but it will change over time. And I think what would be interesting to see is those of you who are listening, if you could like send us what you started with and what your fursona is now. And
oh my God, please.
What changed? Like, did it change because your personality changed, or because the fursona changed and then you incorporated that into your life? Kind of like how Tay, you said that your fursona changed first and then you changed
just a
afterwards.
Big balancing board of let's try it with her and maybe I'll do it too. Yeah.
So that'd be kind of interesting to hear from others if that's the same case for you. And I'd love to read those emails, which you can send all of those to at talktothemuzzle@gmail.com. And then you can also follow us on all of our socials, which I'm not going to list off because you can find information below. Yeah. Tay, is there anywhere that our listeners can find you if they wanted to find your art or get to know you a little bit more?
I mean, if you really want to dig through my FA, I said it before, it's Teytrium. That's kind of a dig at your own
expense.
I'm on Blue.
Yeah.
You can...
Please toggle
SFW
for the love of God. The gallery's going to be small, but there's stuff there. And even on Blue Sky, it's just at Tay, I'm pretty sure, because I got in pretty early, but I don't try to put my thoughts into the void of the internet as much as I used to.
It's either Tay or
pretty much, yeah. Am I that predictable? Damn.
Yeah, but it's a non-word that you came up with yourself.
So. My non-word.
Your non-word, just like
celebufur.
Hey, my words are real words because I said they were.
Well, thanks for coming on, Tay. You truly embodied every transformation fetishist dream of becoming their fursona, and I hope it can inspire others to do the same because it's pretty cool.
I mean, thank you for having me, and if you want to ever have an episode on transformation fetishes, dude, let me know.
Yeah.
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Every once in a while, we'd like to do a kink episode where we talk about.
Oh my God! Can I be a background character for a laugh track? Just listen in. That's all I need.
Transformation is a huge, like, I have a friend, he's all about TF, and I'm just like, okay, cool, good for you.
Furries love TF.
Oh
Makes
my
you wonder.
God, they go crazy
why.
over it.
That's like this episode, but like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe not forced.
I mean, I've
but
species
just make
swapped
it
Tay a few
saucy.
times for the hell of it. Why make a new character when I could just say, this is Tay as a rabbit,
yeah.
this is Tay as a shark, which I will eventually get just to spite little.
Yep. Gotta be a shark. Everyone get more shark-like now.
That'd be kind of cool to have a
Space shark sounds dope.
With space
Space shark.
Space shark with a
Space shark
unicorn
is
horn
sick. I mean,
and a rainbow trail?
Well, then wouldn't he just be a narwhal?
A narwhal with big teeth?
He
Yeah,
would be a
sure.
narwhal.
Closed species.
Okay, if I'm going to get big teeth, it's got to be like Wallace and Gromit teeth.
Hello, mister. Oh, sorry, dear. Not to make fun of British people.
No, it's got to be like wild thornberries.
Oh, yeah.
Big teeth, like just ridiculously huge.
You would love his shower curtain. It's Nigel Thornberry.
It's just Nigel Thornberry in a shower cap.
I walked into their house and I was like, this is so cursed.
I love Nigel.
I
Well,
love Nigel.
Tay, thanks for coming on to our show. We really appreciate it. Absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
If any of you guys have questions for Tay about aspirational fursonas or anything of that nature, you're more than welcome to send us that email, and then we can always pass on those questions to them, and then they can respond if they choose. I don't think I've ever had anyone like message or email us about questions for a guest, but I always just put it out there. So
you got it. We love to hear from you guys.
Yeah.
And send us your old crusty fursonas, please.
Oh, please do.
Ooh, I look forward to seeing those.
Yeah.
Show me your sparkle dogs.
Get them all out.
Yep. All right, folks. Well, you have a fantastic day, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.